Hi again, Flosstube. This is Kate, the Queen of Starts, and it's still Thursday, November 5th. I'm sorry, my dogs are barking. I don't know what. A squirrel. A leaf. Who knows? They're just barking. So, my haul video turned out to be shorter than I thought, but that's okay. So, here's video number 2 for the day. Baby's still asleep. Believe it or not, she sleeps through those dogs barking. She's used to it, because they bark at everything. So, I am going to show you my whips first. I have something else to show you, but I'm going to show you my whips first. A couple of these are new starts since my last video. So, oh, forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm still very tired. It's still the same day, so it's been a long day. It's 4 o'clock. It's been a long day. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought I was hearing the baby monitor. I wasn't. I was hearing kids walk outside, and that's why the dogs are barking. Plum Street is releasing a 12 Days of Christmas sampler, free. Isn't that nice? On their blog, website, blog. I'm gonna say blog. So I'm desperately behind. I think they're up to day 5 now, or 6, might be 6. So, but I'm stitching this on 18 count Aida in oatmeal. So I have almost all of day 1. Oh, and by the way, if you saw my video a few minutes ago, a little while ago, there's 0. I showed Jack and Sally, but there's 0. But I have almost all of day 1 done. There is there's a green pair right here. There's a king and queen that are red here, and it says first day in green there. So I'm using DMC 498 for the red. I haven't decided on the green yet. So that's one whip I'm working on. Still plugging away at my boo clubs. I finished Spooky. You're going to see that in a minute. So now I just move on to the next one. I'm working on Creepy. And I am almost done on Creepy, actually. I was working on it last night, in fact. Thread out of the way. Okay, here's where we are on Creepy. This is 14 count Aida in Smoke Tone from Miss Piggy G on eBay. But I have almost all of it done. The inner border, which I changed to purple. It's actually charted for black, but I changed that to DMC 3837. I've got the tree done, so I just need to do the owl right there and the double black and orange border around it. And there's Mickey, my Mickey Jack-o'-lantern from Cassie's Needleminders. So Creepy's almost done. When I'm done with Creepy, I'm going to move on to Eek. I think Eek, the only thing I have done is the K. So I have a long ways to go on Eek. So I'm just going to keep stitching them. I don't care if Halloween's over. I just want to finish them. So they're cute and I love them. So I'm just going to keep working till they're done. Last month, I was working on Elizabeth, my Mirabilia, which is actually called Le Nouveau. There's her picture there. Very slow on that. Very slow on that. Just because I'm terrified I'm going to ruin her. And it's just floss and fabric. But I'm still nervous about ruining her. So I have all of the 3771 done in her hair. The dark brown. She has some light brown in her hair. And she has Krynic and beads. So I have all of her dark hair done. And I started working on the border of the portrait box. Can't remember what color that is. But and there's my minion. You saw that in the last video. That's from Minding My Minders. So I'm still working on her. I'm just very slowly working on her. She makes me nervous. I count a lot when I do that and double check. And a couple other pieces I was working on last month that I'm going to keep working on this month is okay, this ought to be fun. I printed this out. This was a, I don't know if I can do this. This is from the Just Cross Stitch October 2013, I think. I bought a digital subscription to Just Cross Stitch and was very pleased with how many back issues they give you as well. So this is one I had printed out. It's in black and white, and I'm trying to just show you the finished product, not the actual chart, and that'll be fun. There it is. Can you see him? Yep, that's just Jack. And it calls for gas. Yeah, it calls for Gast, but I'm actually using Mo's leaf pile is what I'm using, which is orange and yellow and pink. I'll be stitching all of him in that color except for his stem. I don't know what color I'm going to use, and his eyes and nose and mouth. But I started on that last month, and not in my floss. There's my phone buzzing. So I'm still working on that. I'm hoping to finish that this month. So there's where I've gotten so far, and there's my Charlie Brown with his rock for minding my minders. I did leave a whip out there, didn't I? Oh well. That's that. I started a Christmas ornament from the 2015 Christmas ornament special, which I will be getting out to one of my viewers, and I've forgotten your name, I'm sorry, as soon as I can get to the post office. We had a fun Halloween. Our car lost its transmission on 75, going south, coming home in Dallas. That was fun, a little scary. God was with us. He made it home safely. The car's being worked on. My husband's rebuilding the trainee again. But, so yeah, I stuck at home. No car again. But that's okay. God is good. We're all good. So, can't get to the post office right now. But I started, I think I showed this. I did. I showed this when I started this. So, I do remember that now. It's Glory to God. Right there. And I'm almost done. I just have to finish the angel. So, got all that done. I changed. This was charted for a different color. I don't remember what it was. And I changed it out for some DMC metallic, so it would sparkle. I did that for her halo too. So I just have to stitch the actual angel on that, and I'll be done. And there's my Veggie Tales from Minding My Minders. Still working on my Haunted Mansion from, I don't know if I showed that or not. This is by Pedal Pusher on Etsy. And it's a little fan art picture of the Haunted Mansion. I love it. It's my favorite ride of all time. Every time I go to Disney World, I ride it. So I'm still working on that. Hoping to finish that pretty soon. Got a lot done on the mansion. And I started working on the fence. And you just saw that one. That's my Little Women on that one that I made. And then for this month, a lot of my focus pieces are the 5 F's for Stitch Mania, Fall Fun, Friends, Family, Food. So, of course, you know me, I can't just pick one. So I have a whole bunch that I'm working on for that. For food, I'm working on Fall Foods from Play-Doh Squirrel. And I know I've shown that when I started it. And here he is again. My super cute pumpkin pie. I love him. Food with faces. Too cute. Ooh, if you subscribe to Daily Cross Stitch, their free chart for the day was a little candy corn with legs and arms. Too cute. I got that. So, and that's one of my needle minders, my leaf needle minders I made. But there's my pumpkin pie. I think I could finish this month. See? It's not very hard. I did that pumpkin pie in one night. So I think I could finish this month. Another one for food. I don't think I showed this. Maybe I did. I know I showed a picture in Mania. This is from Cross Quick Magazine, August, September of '89. And it's the 4 basic food groups. Chocolate chip cookies, chocolate cake, chocolate ice cream, and chocolate candy. And so I've just started. Yeah, I know I showed this in one of my videos recently. Well, you're seeing it again. So I just started this. This is Blue Fiddler 14 count Ada. That's the cake. And there's my Hershey Kiss needle minder from Cassie's Needle Minders. I know I showed that. So that's my food. For family, I'm working on Lizzie Kate's Cat Lessons for People. I know I showed this. I feel like I'm repeating myself. I don't remember. Haven't gone any farther on that, so I still just have When a Hiss. So, hoping to get at least a couple sentiments done on that. And of course I can't just do cat lessons. I have dogs too. I've gotten quiet. It's never a good sign. It's like kids. You wonder what they're up to. Dog lessons for people. And I haven't gotten any farther on this since I started it either. And this says When a Growl. I have When a Hiss and When a Growl. That's funny. Can you tell I'm half asleep? The Storytime Sampler is my fun. Oh, and there's my baby girl. I hear her waking up from her nap. So I'm still working on the border with Mo's jack-o'-lantern floss. So I'm hoping to finish the border and maybe a couple frames this month with that one. So that's fun. Family, food, fall. I showed this when I started it and I haven't gone any farther yet. Again, I'm hoping just to get some frames done on this one. This is the autumn sampler from the Frosted Pumpkin. If I can get at least a few frames done. So I started this with apple cider from Mo's. I have almost one of the frames done. And there's one of my leaf needle minders I made. She got quiet again. Maybe she'll go back to sleep. So that's my fall. And my friends are all of you. Oh, I found him. Okay. These are actually 2 new starts for my friends. This is Ursula Michael, Let's Be Friends. Isn't that cute? 2 kitty cats. I changed the colors. This called for 918 and 938, I think, DMC. So I'm actually stitching one cat in 550. The cat that was 918 is going to be 550. Purple. Purple. Yep. And the other cat's going to be blue. I don't know what blue yet. Man, this one kicked my butt the other day. I started it and I got all the one word done, and then I started working on the cat, and it just like got a letter done in half an hour. It killed me. That's what I've got so far. I've got the one word done and the cat started, and that's my Charlie Brown's Christmas needle minder from Minding My Minders. I have a really cool one from there too with Snoopy, which of course I left on the table. My other start for friends is a free chart from My Big Toe online, and it's Stitching Buds Are Best. It's charted for Dinky Dye Silk, which I don't have, but it does give the DMC conversions, which I didn't like. So I'm doing my own thing on that one too. So I'm using 3 colors of DMC. I'm using 327, which is purple, 505, which is green, and 3805, pink. Those are the 3 colors. So I got the first couple words done. And this is 14 count white Ada, and that's one of my button minders I made. So that went with my friends theme. So that was a new start. This is a whip I've been working on. This is the Harry Potter. I think I showed this in my whip video. This is the Harry Potter alphabet by Clouds Factory. It's in black and white. Didn't have my color printer then. I've only finished 1 character and 1 head. So there's Dumbledore, and that's the start of Sirius Black. And that's my very glary. I hear her playing, but y'all can hear her playing in there. Needle minder from Minding My Minders. It's got the Halloween Jack and it's got the Christmas Jack. But that was cool. Still working on my Hades. I only brought 1 in. Right now I didn't bring the other 2. So still plugging away on my mini owl family. It's a lot of blue, but it's very nice. It's very relaxing. Guarded by my Garfield minder from Minding My Minders. See? Lots of blue. Eventually I'll get down to the owls. I'm working on Sonora right now. And a big heavy confetti spot, so slowing me down. Oh, I think that's all the whips I had to show you. I haven't been stitching a lot. Haven't been feeling well. So not a lot of stitching going on. So the only other thing I wanted to show you, oh, okay, a couple things. I don't have my notes and I'm tired. I forgot to show haul in my last video that was just haul. I forgot some things I got from Threads That Bind. Katie helped me pick out my very first Mill Hill kit. It's a little pin of Mistletoe Kitty. I'm a little afraid. I'm a lot afraid. I can do it. I brought some Krynic for some of my patterns for next year. I think I'm actually going to have to break down and buy the little shotgun shell case. Pretties. Pretty, pretty sparklies. Excuse me. And I also bought some Mill Hill beads for a couple of projects. So I forgot to show those. Excuse me. All right. I have, I wanted to show these. I'm actually starting these for a stitch along that starts tomorrow on Mania, where we start a very large project. I need to come up with something else besides BAP. I like the word BAP. I just don't like what the A stands for. And BBP is, BAP's easier to say. We can say Big Butt Project, but, you know, BAP's easier to say. So we need to come up with something else. But this is a free chart right now on Cross Stitch Collectibles. They update this every month. So they give you a free fractal bookmark every month. And this is this month's for November. Look at that. Look at those colors. I love it. But it's like 18 pages. Something like that. Find the last page. Okay, it's not that many. It just feels like a lot. But it's about 6 pages. Full coverage. But I started one of these. I think I showed it in my whips. I started the September one. But this is the November. I'm going to start that tomorrow to cut the fabric. And for cross stitch, it's fun. I'm joining the Lizzie Kate stitch along tomorrow. And I'll be stitching ABCs of Faith on 18 count Aida in oatmeal. So those are my starts for tomorrow. Still doing starts this year. Okay, so now we've come to the fun part. Well, everything's fun. See, she agrees. She's laughing. I don't know if you can hear her. She's laughing. I don't know what she's doing, but she's laughing. It's a good thing. She's probably throwing her stuffed animals on the floor. I wanted to show my finishes. See, I do finish things. Once in a while, I do. So I have all my finishes here. And in case you haven't seen my first videos, I give you a little history. I taught myself to cross stitch back in 2002 when my daughter, right a few months after my daughter was born. And I made one sampler that my sister-in-law doesn't have anymore. And I made a couple little, no, I didn't yet. That was it. I had all my stash and I kept it for years and years. And I picked it up at some point and made a couple little ornaments that I'll show you in a second for my daughter. I know she helped me pick these charts out, so she had to be a few years old, 5, 6, maybe 7. And I put it down again and didn't pick it up until I was pregnant with my youngest daughter, who is 17 months now. So I've only been stitching, I say, for less than 2 years. I think I picked up in February of 2014 again. And so these are all finishes from then, with the exception of 2. So I'm going to show you all my finishes. If I can remember, I'm going to tell you where they're from. I don't have all the booklets with me right now. They're in my stash, and I couldn't find them because I'm not organized like that. So I'll try to remember to show you. If you really, really want to know, I'll try to find them for you. They're in my stash. I just have to find them. So these 2 little ones here came from a little booklet of minis that I don't have right now. My friend borrowed it, so I don't remember the title. But I have, this is on 14 count Ada. This is a little puppy dog in a basket. So, little finish. All my finishes are little. I've never finished a large item yet. So one day. And then I have a horse head from the same little booklet. So, don't know when I made those. A few years back, but I don't remember how many. Okay, the next pile of finishes are from last year. Not in any particular order, but these are all from last year. So we have Count Your Blessings. This is a free chart from Lizzie Kate on her website. The only difference I made was right here. This was actually charted for just a block, and you put a heart charm on there. I didn't have the charm, and I didn't know where to get the charm, so I just stitched a heart there instead. I know I finished that in December of last year. This one, too, I did Cozy Christmas Wishes from Lizzie Kate. That's on her website. That's free. Again, kind of the same thing. This was supposed to be a charm, and I stitched it instead, or maybe, yeah. I don't remember what chart it was I borrowed. The heart is her chart, but I don't remember which of her free charts I borrowed it from. I took it from one of her other free charts and put it on there. If that makes sense. So, and then this is Noelle. This is a freebie from Kincavel Crosses. I use them a lot. They have lots of pretty freebies on there, so that was a freebie from there. So was this. This is one from Kincavel. This was my first foray into a CZ cross stitch, which is really cool. So this is a bookmark. I have to finish it, obviously, finish it off. But it's the word love. Kind of big for a bookmark. But that's on Pink Fiddler 14 count Ada. But isn't that cool? I'd never heard of a CZ cross stitch before. And what's different about it is you don't stitch the letters, you stitch the background in a certain way, and the letter is not stitched at all. So this was very fun. Lots of, very relaxing. So this is another freebie from Lizzie Kate. Hello Spring. That's off her website. That's free. I have the booklet for this one. I'm stitching a couple other charts right now from it. I think this was my very first finish last year. And it's Another Day, Another Disaster. And that looks like my dog. Colors are different, but the face. Another one I did from this, it was a different booklet, but the same person who made the booklet with the animals. Is this little sign, kitchen closed due to illness. I'm sick of cooking. So I want to finish that up, put that in the kitchen. And I have a few minis I finished. Bless Our Country Home. And Don't Bug Me, I'm Stitching. I'm cross-stitching. Again, I don't know what little booklet those minis were out of, but I know those came out of the same booklet. And I have this one. I'd like to do more of these. I have a booklet with all these different designs in it. They're all pretty much the same, but a little ornament there. So that was all my finishes from last year. My finishes for this year. This is a free chart from pixelpowerdesigns.net. My husband has an awesome wife. He does. And I have an awesome husband. I really, really do. Ladies, if you have a guy who lets you cross-stitch, not lets you cross-stitch, but it doesn't bother him, and he supports you with it, and he helps you with stuff, and he rolls his eyes when you bring in more stash, but that's about it. Count yourself lucky. You know, there are people out there who won't let their wives cross-stitch or girlfriends. They think it's foolishness. So, no, if you got a guy that goes for it, hold on to him. And mine does. Mine is awesome. So, this is my picture on Facebook. I never finish anything. And that's from Pixel Power Designs as well. Most of these you've seen. Most of my finishes here are since I've been doing my videos. And there's Treats by Lizzie Kate. It's from the Boo Club series. Pumpkin from Lizzie Kate, Boo Club series. And Brew, Lizzie Kate, Boo Club. I have a lot of these done. Still plugging along at them. Got a few more to go. Monster from the Boo Club series. This was my latest finish from that series. Spooky. I finished this earlier this year. Hope. And the funny thing is, there really are supposed to be wicks there. I forgot to cross-stitch them. And I took a picture for a stitch along and realized it after I put the picture up that I had forgotten to stitch the wicks. But you know what? I like the little candles floating there. I don't think I'm going to fix that. I have Noelle, which is one of the Lizzie Kate jingles. I absolutely love those candy, those peppermints there on the top and bottom. That's my favorite part. I loved stitching those. All right, these next 3 are free designs on rainbowgallery.com. Rainbow Gallery. And they're from Erica Michaels. They have a ton of freebies by her on that site. So I have almost the rest of the series started, but I just have these 3 completed. So I have the January Snowman. These were my first smearing of crosses. That was kind of fun. I have the February Hearts. And I have the March Shamrock. That's not metallic. That's I don't know why that's showing up so sparkly, but it's not metallic. It's just regular DMC. All of these are charted with Rainbow Gallery threads, which I don't have. So I changed all the colors to DMC. Probably still have my notes somewhere if anybody wants to know the colors. I just kind of looked at the finished one and said, oh, that kind of looks like DMC such and such. And recharted them for DMC. This is one I finished for my daughter. She and I both love Phineas and Ferb. We watched them on Netflix, but they were on Disney. So this is from Cloud's Factory, Phineas and Ferb. That was a lot of fun to stitch. I love Cloud's Factory. And then I have one last one from Kincavel on Purple Fiddler. Make today ridiculously amazing. I love that. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You get to hear my count. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 finishes in, 24 finishes in the last 2 years, and 3 finishes before that. So 27 total is not bad. So, and I did join on Cross Stitch Talk the UFO to finish stitch along, because as many starts I'm doing next year, I should probably plan for some finishes. So I'm going to try and just put all my oldest whips in there, not the ones I started this year, the ones I started last year and haven't finished. I'm going to put all of those into that stitch along and work on them for that and see what I can get done. So, another half-hour video. So 2 half hours together. I could have done it all as one, but that's okay. I had fun doing a haul video and then a whip and finish video. So, I guess that's it. I got to go get my baby girl. She's up. So, have a good rest of the day. It's 4:30 here in Texas, and I hope you make today ridiculously amazing. So, y'all make me look good. Y'all are amazing. So, bye. Have a great day.